A chase gone wrong, a chase cocked up, or did RCB bowl well in spite of just defending 157? These are questions to answer here on ESPNcricinfo Matchday T20 as Delhi Daredevils have gone down in their opening game against RCB in spite of a memorable Rishabh Pant innings. Ajit, Agarkar and Brad Hogg saw that game with me. Brad, let's look at that chase, 158. Most teams should get that, no matter what the bowling or no matter what they're batting. But where did this chase go wrong for Delhi?
Well, we talked about it earlier on in the pre-match report, and their top order, they've struggled. They're a little bit inexperienced. They bat well in first-class cricket, but our T20 level, they're not delivering the goods, and that's why they rely on that middle order there, all-rounders with Morris, Braithwaite and Cummins coming in, and they'll put under pressure. But at the end, it was the second last over where Mishra was batting with Pant, where they still had a chance, and Mishra wasted balls. Instead of going for the boundary, he's got to get the main man on strike, Pant, and that put pressure on Pant, and he had to play a little bit more expansive in that last over against the spinner. Took a huge risk, got out, and Delhi Daredevils, they're back where they were last year, down the bottom.
There was a stage, Ajit, that they needed just 52 or 41 with half their side. Then Rishabh Pant faces just 4 balls in 3 overs, the same phase that Brad Hogg talks about with Amit Mishra the other end. You can look at Mishra and say 8 not out of 14 and say that's a chase cocked up. But look before him, Braithwaite, Morris, Samson, Nair, should he even have been in that position?
Not really. I mean, yeah, you've got to look at Mishra as well a little bit. He's an experienced player. You know, he's not someone new who's, felt the pressure and felt the need to try and hit the boundary. He had to get a guy who was striking it at a million miles and playing so well on strike. Having said that, I mean, Delhi's, there are quite a few teams in this competition whose bowling's probably not good enough or their strong suit. I think Delhi's problem is their batting. That 3 or 4 Indian batters really need to step up. The Kock's loss is as big as a Virat Kohli or AB de Villiers loss for Delhi, and someone like a Sam Billing, someone at the top of the order needs to step up. These all-rounders, fine. Braithwaite, every time a leg spinner bowls to him, just appears completely clueless, whether it's a leggy or a straight ball. Morris, okay, missed out today. You can't leave too much. They're not going to bail you out every time. It's the top 4 that have to do the job.
Bowlers did a decent job though, 157, not easy to defend in spite of the batting helping you a little with some of the shots. But Billy Stanlake was a questionable selection when we saw it. Use of Shane Watson too. They'd be happy with the way they went.
It was a huge risk dropping Head. Head is an extremely good batsman, and we're worried about RCB's batting depth. It was Jadav that made all the runs. Watson chipped in there with 24, but Stanlake bowled exceptionally well. And Watson, the thing that I was impressed about him, we've been talking about his form. He's leading the side, he bowled in the pressure situations, he led from the front. And to do that when you know that your place is out a huge risk with AB de Villiers coming back, that just shows true character for him. But what about Chahil as well? The leg spinner. He kept them in the game with some vital wickets, but also keeping the pressure on with a great economy rate. And I think he's, apart from Tahir, the best leg spinner in the competition at the moment.
There was some innings from Rishabh Pant, Ajit, 57 of 36 after a tough week personally for him. Shame it's on the losing side, but some of the shot making, my goodness.
Incredible. I mean, a proper batsman. It's not, sometimes feel the pressure, maybe try and go hard at it. He was actually playing the ball according to the merit of the ball, and you can see he's a special talent, especially he's coming back from such a tragedy. To actually stand up and play the way he did takes someone with special character. So good signs for the future, not just for Delhi Daredevils, but for Indian cricket as well. Maybe Delhi will start using him a lot better and not just leave him to do the job of a finisher.
Oh, we'll have to see how that happens. Now, throughout the course of the tournament, we've asked Brad Hogg and Ajit Agarkar to make a prediction on our quadrant, and that's not just a specific prediction on a team, it's also about how the game might end. This is what they had picked in the build-up to the Delhi-Bangalore game. You could watch their predictions live at 7:30 on the site and Facebook, but they went for a close win, high-scoring game. We qualify high scorers over 150 runs, so it was just about a high-scoring game as per the numbers that were given, but they predicted Delhi to win. Unfortunately, gentlemen, you were in the right quadrant, but on the wrong end of the result. It was a high-scoring win, but it was Bangalore that eventually won. For all money, let's give it to them. they should have had their result too. Both Brad and Ajit should have had this right, but things happen.
A
Anyway.
little bit of cake on our face criticizing RCB's selection.
Yeah.
It worked perfectly for them tonight.
Never trust the Delhi Daredevils. All right, thank you, Ajit Agarkar, Brad Hogg. They're going to be with us through the course of the IPL, analysing all the games, talking about them, and you could also watch more on our 7:30 p.m. show live on the site as well as on Facebook. Send in your questions and thoughts. Hashtag Ask Hoggy or hashtag Ask Ajit. And for now, Delhi Daredevils have started exactly where they ended last season, not very well.